What's up, guys? I want to show you the salad that I've been making. I told you guys I was never into salads. I never ate salads up until maybe a month, maybe 2 months ago. I started going to Fairway and tried their salads. Incredible, incredible, incredible. They build them right there. You put all the stuff, you have them put all the stuff that you want in there. It was incredible. I got most of those ingredients and started making it myself at home. So I've been trying. I do different variations and add different stuff here and there. But for the most part, what I'm going to show you today is my staple, and it's been making a big difference. My energy's been different because I'm eating a lot less garbage, a lot less carbs, a lot less things that are going to weigh me down and make me sluggish. I've been losing weight. I told you. I think currently I was like 130. I was at 237 at the highest. As of earlier today, I keep saying one, I'm at 221. So what's that, 15, 16 pounds, something like that, I can't think offhand. But I'm losing weight, and this is primarily, I told you guys I've been fasting 16 hours a day. I eat around 2 meals a day. This is usually one of the meals. Just a little bit of exercise and walking. But the biggest thing is changing your diet. It makes a huge, huge difference. I've been preaching that for years. I'm always on and off, slipping back, fluctuating, all that stuff. But I'm in a good groove now. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. Check it out. All right, so for my seeds and nuts, I have sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, cashews and walnuts. Did I say, cranberries, and then my avocados. So that's going to be what we're rocking with. Now, other times I also put chickpeas into this, and I put black beans into it, but I don't have any currently cooked, so we're not rocking with those. Other must-haves is my metal bowl and my chopper. Gonna need a chopper. Got this on a line on Amazon. This is the same thing, when I was in the store, I saw them using this. When I was in Fairway, I'm like, I need that. So grab that on Amazon. All right, so I just start with a handful of baby spinach. It's already pre-washed. As you can see, it says triple washed. I usually trust them if they say it's triple washed. Cilantro, rinse that off. Grab a handful of the kale. This is also triple washed. Handful of kale. So that's my base. I have my greens. Then from there, I just take my nuts. I know somebody's gonna have a joke with that. Take my nuts, put them in there. Yeah. We're all grown here. Cut it out. So I take my cashews and my why do I keep forgetting what these are? Cashews and walnuts. I usually just do a handful. Nothing crazy. No special secret measurements. I like a lot of cranberries. They give me that sweetness. So I'm going to dump the rest of those in there. Well, if I have another big bag of these that I actually have on stash, because I got to hide them. So those are my cranberries. Sunflower seeds, same thing. I usually just pour them in or put them in my hand, whatever. It's all the same. Pumpkin seeds. So let me tell you guys, all of this stuff, all of the greens I usually eat. Cilantro's pretty new to me since I started doing the salads. I've been messing with cilantro off and on for maybe a year, but the kale and the spinach I eat all the time. That's not new to me. But even growing up, and even now, I don't like spinach and kale cooked. I like it raw. I love it raw. I eat it. I put it on everything, but I don't like it cooked. And growing up, I hated it. So, the last few years, I'm a spinach and kale fanatic, as long as it's raw. Now, pumpkin seeds, I just started eating. They're actually good. Sunflower seeds, we all eat sunflower seeds once in a while. I was never really into them. Same thing with the nuts. I like them, but I don't always eat them, just regular. So all of this stuff I'm eating primarily now because of the salad. I put the black seeds in there, same thing, just no real measurement, just dump them in. This has to stay up here. So for my avocado, these are small. I couldn't find my regular avocados, and I'm hoping they're ripe enough or they're not overripe. But let me take this off. Bam. What I do is I just take this, the slicer, I run it through like that because it makes it very easy to open it up. And then, yep, this is nice and ripe. A little bit of thing in there, but that's okay. So normally I just take the spoon and just slide it out. This looks like it's a little bit of not good, so I'm just going to scoop it out. Just take the pit. If you're not used to avocados, you take that pit out. Then just scoop it out. So I'm not going to show you guys to speed up the time, but I'm going to add another one in there because they're so small. I was super picky. When I was a kid, they used to have to force me to eat when I was really young. And, you know, growing up, I kind of kept some of those bad habits, you know, where I just didn't want to eat certain things. If I don't like the way something looks, if I don't like the way something smells, if I don't like the name, like I was just weird. So all of these things as I've gotten older, I've gotten into, and I love these things. And I'm just like, damn, I've been missing out so much. And, you know, but it's better late than never, right? But it's funny, all these things, I'm like, yo, I've been missing out, like salad, guacamole, and avocado and all this stuff. I feel like I'm missing something. But let me tell you guys also, I'm going to start chopping. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I'm missing something, I can always add it in later. It's not a big deal. What I am going to do, I'm going to actually make some, I usually, when I want something different, I'm going to put these salmon patties in it. I've been eating these salmon patties for years. I love them. I've never actually put them in my salad, but normally I cook regular real salmon and, you know, I put it in there and it's great. Like I said, I do the beans and the chickpeas sometimes. So sometimes once in a while I'll do chicken, but this is the first time I'm going to do the salmon burgers. I should have cooked them already, but when I add those, I want the salmon to be hot, fresh out. So this is why I'm making this first. But what I was saying was, so let me start chopping. So this is what you do after this. You just start chopping it up. And, you know, this is a little bit of process. It's going to take you a few minutes. And, you know, you just start chopping so everything's all crushed up. So what I was going to say was regarding, let me move the hell over. What I was going to say was regarding the avocado. The avocado, for me, it makes this stuff creamy and it gives it a certain consistency, so I don't have to use salad dressing. I don't really use salad dressing. I started off using it, and it's something else that I knew, okay, the salad dressing can, you know, it adds calories, it has dairy in it. So overall, it's not really the best thing, although, you know, most people can't eat salad without some sort of salad dressing. So Nikki started finding and buying organic salad dressing, but I've never even tried it. So like I have the blue cheese in the fridge still because that's what I started off using. She has the different organic ones. But for me especially, oh, you know the other thing I was adding to this? I was adding chia seeds. Sometimes I put chia seeds in this also. I'm not going to do it today. But that's something else that I said I knew I thought I was missing something. That's the other thing, chia seeds. So for me, the avocado adds that creaminess. It adds that just that other dimension. So I don't need the salad dressing. But if you rock with salad dressing, you know, do what works for you. But I definitely recommend trying it out with the avocado and without the salad dressing because it's just that much healthier. And some of the problems people deal with or they create when they're making salads is they add so much other stuff to it. Like all of this stuff is natural. It's all, you know, it's nuts, it's seeds, it's berries, it's greens. All this stuff is natural foods. But when you start adding other things like chicken, when I'm going to add this salmon, even though this salmon is processed at the end of the day, you know, versus if I get regular real salmon, you know, it's a little bit different. But at the end of the day, this salmon over here is processed. So what I'm saying is you end up adding, you got to be careful because when you're eating salad, you end up putting too much stuff in there. You end up adding things that's not really healthy, and then you mess up the actual benefits of the salad because, you know, you start adding calories and all this other extra stuff, and you think you're eating healthy when you're really not. So you got to be careful about what you put in it and how much stuff you put in it. Now for me, You know, like I said, all of this stuff is low calorie, all this stuff is healthy, and I only eat really twice a day. So for the most part, I can afford the extra calories if I was gonna add the extra nonsense, but I still try not to add the extra nonsense. So you can chop this up. It doesn't have to take this long. You know, I want to get the nuts chopped up, but for the most part, this is good. And I want to make sure the avocado is really mixed up well. But you don't have to do so much chopping if you don't want. So, you know, because some people, oh, this takes too long, it's too much work. It's not. Cut it out. Anybody that's saying it takes too long, or if you want, go to some place like Fairway and spend the $12 or whatever it is, and they make it for you, and you can pick the same ingredients, but you might as well do this yourself and save yourself some money. So that's pretty much it. This is what it is. I'll show you the finished product once I put my stuff in there. Just trying to get a couple of these extra nuts that needs to be chopped up. But this is it for the most part. So then I just take the fork, wipe this off, because I don't want to lose or miss anything. See all that extra? I'm not losing that. You crazy? So I'll show you guys the finished, you know, product once I add my my salmon to it. But what I do, anything that I add to it, salmon, or if it happens to be chicken, anything that I add to it that has to be hot, I put it separate. So I'm not going to cook the salmon and just dump it in. I keep the salmon in a separate dish, and then when I put the salmon in a separate dish and just add it when I'm ready to eat, because I like the salmon hot. So I'll heat up a little bit of the salmon, add it into my portion, and then do it that way as opposed to just throwing it in there. But some people, they actually like it, you know, cold, and they do it like that. So that's just your preference, but that's just personally how I do it. As you can see, this is what it is. I'm gonna add a little bit more. That's gonna be it. One thing that I've learned when you start fasting, you would think when you do eat, you would pig out, and maybe in the beginning, but for the most part, once your body gets adjusted to not eating, you realize you don't need so much food, and you don't want to eat that much most of the time. You know, you'll still have your other times where, you know, you'll want to pig out depending on what it is or how you feel, but for the most part, you really will be surprised, you know, how much you actually don't eat like that. So this is it. This is going to be my first meal, my salad with the salmon. Now, like I said, I never actually made it with this particular salmon. I always use the real salmon. So, you know, but I like this salmon, though. I eat it all the time. Been eating it for years, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. But this is it. No salad dressing, no other drama. That's it. I might, you know, I'm not, but usually if I didn't put my chia seeds or my black seeds on it in the beginning, then I would just dump it in on the top. But that's it. That's it. This is it. Real quick, super healthy. There you go. Let me know if you guys try it.